So we're in this sort of like interesting little park area, but we're not very far from the city at all. We literally just got out of the car. And
beautiful that view is.
yeah, we're like half an hour away from New York, so it's pretty cool. So we are the route apparently.
I look like midlife crisis Dora.
Well, we finally found our way. As you can see, this is a very natural path. It's amazing that the rocks grew this way. It almost looks paved.
I hope we're going the right way.
Yeah, we might just end up, just based on the appearance of the trail, we may end up at an IKEA or a McDonald's. So we're very excited just to be out. This isn't quite the ultra escape trajectory from the city that we usually, usually it's like we end up in places that are completely not urban, and this is just.
This is very close. We wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah, we wanted to see.
Backyard.
Yeah, we had trail. We knew that there were trails in our own backyard, and that was part of our intention here, was to find something that's very close. But part of
dog sitting, so we have a dog.
Yeah, we have a very cute dog at home, and we can't really leave him for very long. So this is us just getting out, seeing nature, and the trail is rated as hard on Alltrails, so it should be an actual adventure. It's just, it just has a lot of the trappings of the city that we are used to.
Really wants me to pet him.
What a cute little dog. Well, that didn't take long. Joanne almost died just now. And we are now you can see man-made stuff, but this trail is made of dirt, so we're almost on a D&D campaign. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, still parallel to the actual road though. Why are we here? Because I know it's hard on Alltrails, but you said there's a view.
They also said that there was a waterfall. So if there's not a waterfall, I'm gonna punch a tree.
Oh shit! Look out, trees!
Because our criteria for choosing our once per
Or bi-weekly.
our bi-weekly trails is that they're hard, so we get bored out, and that there's a waterfall. I like seeing waterfalls.
I think that's right. Yeah, and it's also just when we get that surprise waterfall, it's really nice. It's such a burst of this is what it's like to be on a hike, coming out of nowhere, and I mean, one of the strongest contrasts with New York.
Which I kind of dig because I'm tired.
Yeah, we seek out hard hikes, and then when we're on the hard hikes, we complain.
The entire way up.
The entire way up, we go, why did we choose this hike?
Yeah,
That's a direct quote from later in this day.
never complaining because it's too easy.
I'm not complaining, I am happy. Also, it's just gorgeous out. It's like crisp autumn air, and the leaves haven't quite begun to like agree on change, but we got, hold on, let's see. Got some yellows, and like look at that. It's like all these leaves are just falling and as if they're ready for the camera.
My bed. I'm being Kevin.
Really never a bad time to talk up Alltrails, where like we're pretty novice and sometimes we're stupid and don't follow the markers, right? So every time we get lost, we just swerve back to Alltrails and the red line. It's just,
Scary.
let me see.
Die.
Well, I don't know about you, Joanne. I've started to sweat a little bit. Teeny bit. Yeah. You don't sweat very easily, whereas I sweat if I watch a Peloton commercial. So.
Not sponsored.
But, you know, if you want it, Peloton, come get it.
It's Peloton.
Well, then I guess they're not going to sponsor me.
No, you can't even say it.
We just passed a pair of signs warning us. First of all, we're heading towards something called the Giant Staircase.
I think it's giant stairs.
The Giant Stairs. I can't read. And then another sign warning us that if we don't have ample daylight, we shouldn't proceed because we're entering the rugged part of this trail. So that's what we came for. That is why we are here, for the rugged part. So, yep. Ooh, 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 ooh. Behold nature's bounty. The waterfall that we came all this way for. Nature's majesty.
The river's right there.
Yeah, the river's right in front of us here. I'll turn. I just killed Joanne. So we're right by the river, right on the shore. There are rascal kids. No idea if they're armed. We'll go find out. This is kind of cool. I don't know, we just haven't really seen something quite as beachy as this in any of our hikes. It's just neat. Yeah, it's neat. And that's up the, this is down the Hudson River, aiming south toward New York City. And then up over there and thereabouts is Hudson and all those trails like Breakneck and Beacon and stuff like that, all up there. So it's just I don't think we've in all of our wilderness excursions, Joanne and I haven't been this close to a proper beach, even though calling this a proper beach is of course an insult to beaches all around the world. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a bit more rigorous trail just based on the signage, you know what I mean?
We've never encountered so much signage for a steep part of a hike.
Yeah, usually it's just like...
Well, maybe because it's more, this is heavily populated.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trying to put those New Jersey sign makers to work.
Yeah. Like the gas.
So we've had a heck of a not scramble, but like the terrain's been very rocky, very uneven, lots of
very flat.
Yeah, very, very flat. And so we finally hit another sign warning of impending doom. And apparently this is the part of the hike. It's a 1 mile of pretty crazy elevation, and I think this is the part that where this particular hike earns its hard rating on Alltrails. So we are.
Step on this bumblebee.
Yeah, I won't. This is a bumblebee I'm not supposed to step on.
Careful.
I am.
Make sure your bag is. Oh, I guess it's just this.
Yeah.
That bad. An adult jungle gym. Oh shit.
Just like an adult jungle gym.
Stick this in my bag.
So I'm almost out of storage space. So I stopped recording every little bit, but
Also to save your own life.
yeah, also because I couldn't carry it. But you can kind of get a sense of like what the terrain is like It's very, yeah, it's just climbing over big rocks. Lots of spaces in between them. All that bullshit I said earlier about obviously man-made, that is the past. So I'm gonna try to hike a little bit with risking death. But so this is definitely, just in terms of like minute to minute experience, this is definitely one of the most fun hikes we have done. There's a lot happening. You gotta keep your attention. And you know, the terrain is very uneven. And you know, it's just great. I definitely wish it was farther away. I would love to find a trail like this in the Catskills, or you know, up near upstate. But it's really cool, and just again, the sort of ongoing loop of scrambling over rocks. This is really fun. So now that we've had some recovery time, we're back on flat ground. What is your verdict on White Shore Long Path Loop?
I thought it was great. It was different than every other hike we've been on this summer.
Right.
And this summer we've just been trying hikes that are like an hour or two by car away from Queens, where we live, and it was more rocky scrambling than we've ever done.
But yeah, I mean, like I remember when we first went to Breakneck and people were describing it as a rocky scramble, I really didn't have a concept of what that meant. I didn't have a reference point. And then when you scramble over rocks, you then say, oh, that's what a rocky scramble is. And this one was, this is just like a mile of sprawling over boulders. And
it was a lot of fun.
What did you think of the waterfall?
There was barely any waterfall.
Well, because I couldn't help but notice.
Yeah, but I dig it. Like any natural aspect of the trail, I don't know.
Well, I gotta return, because you made our viewers a promise, which was if.
Oh, punch a tree.
Yeah. So.
I saw a baby waterfall, so.
So I ran out of hard drive space, as we were risking our lives. It was a very, very bad time to run out of hard drive space, because it was the best part of the trail by far. So we're super sorry. I'll try to get it better the next time, because there's got to be a part 2, because it was by far the most fun. Yeah, you were gonna say.
Yeah, this is the only hike where we were like, we can do that again soon.
Absolutely, because it's close, and again, just the verb, the thing we were doing over and over again. That middle part was really, really fun, scrambling over those boulders, and sort of required all your attention. And then the end part was a more sort of what you would expect in terms of like just a crazy ascent. It was just basically just switchback after switchback of stairs going up. It was very, very tiring in a very short amount of time. Yeah, exactly right.
Like
tough beginnings.
Tough beginning with a very steep incline, and then ending easy.
Right. And this was, you've already done a hard thing. This is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird loop too, because we realized we really didn't like leave the area where we parked. We just like went down one wall and went up the other way.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It was like we climbed the outer rocky border.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a very, very fun hike, and more than any hike we've been on, I don't know, we've been on some really beautiful ones.
We've been on really beautiful ones.
Right.
This wasn't like the most beautiful.
Yeah, not in terms of beauty, but in terms of just
like,
the thing we actually did. It was really
lots
fun.
Of river views. Oh, and the path was packed with people.
Yeah.
It was also a
let's be a little more specific, just because packed. We've been to Disney World and I live near Times Square. Like, packed means different things. It was more packed than we've seen any trail, which means we saw someone every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. And there were a handful of actual groups on the trail, and there were 2 or 3 points where there was something that on a trail you might call congestion, but I wouldn't say it was packed like Times Square on a Saturday night.
It was is the most populated we've seen a trail on a Monday.
Yeah, I'll go with that, especially because it was a Monday. It was even though it was a national holiday, it was still surprising.
Lots of kids.
Yeah, but not in the super hard part. Not in the I guess I'm calling it the super hard part, even though it wasn't hard. I mean, I guess it just if you weren't confident in your physical ability, you wouldn't want to do that. Like, we definitely saw people where we're like, I'm not sure that person is gonna make that, but
Yeah,
who
they'll
knows?
just do it slower.
Yeah, and be more careful.
Yeah.
I definitely had 2 moments where I was like, "Whoa, that's how I die." So
Yeah, there are like many steep drop-offs of cliffs. Like you had to pay attention like 100% of the
yeah,
time.
you had I think that was one of the cool parts was there was no absent-minded walk in the park after you reached the giant stairs. It was like you're gonna focus, you're gonna use all your body, and good luck. Anyway, so
2 thumbs up.
but yeah, four thumbs. Let's go with 27 thumbs
27.
right in the air, because that was a really, really fun hike.